Howdy folks, so me and Belinda are sitting on a beach here on the Sunshine Coast, just up from Gibson's, and we were just reflecting on, it's been just over 18 months since we arrived here in Canada, in Vancouver, and just thinking about the first 18 months and chatting about, what our thoughts are. And Bonnybrook Beach. Anyway, the first thing that came up, or the one thing that we do agree on is it's not easy. It's never easy to do this, to move around the world to a new place. No. It's not easy.
And be prepared. I mean, that is what it's going to be. You're going to have your ups and downs, and it's going to be tough.
Yeah, it is. Definitely is. I think one of the biggest issues we have over here is the fact that property ownership or home ownership, I think, is kind of out of our reach, which is, we've always had our own home, or we always owned properties, and over here it's just too expensive. I mean, properties, a house, a 3-bedroom house, I think the entry levels are around 2 million, and then it goes up very quickly from there.
And you have to put down
Yeah, you need to put down a 20% deposit. So you need to put down, $400,000 in cash as a deposit before you can buy a house. And that's a shitload of money, to be honest.
And that's just entry-level homes. I mean, that's a normal home that you would look at.
Yeah, so that's something that worries us. It's definitely something we're concerned about. Will we ever, we're still from the generation that feels that you need a home when you get old because that's where your equity lies. And I don't know that we will get there, that we'll be able to do that. The other thing that, that's also been hard the last year and a half, it's like our relationship with our kids grew a little bit apart, but I don't think that's got anything to do with Vancouver. That's more them going into this teenage years, Yes. A year and a half ago, 2 years ago, when we were in Florida and Bradenton, we would go to the beach every day and go swim and go to the swimming pool and do stuff. Now they don't want to do anything with us.
No.
I mean, we are even, let me show you where we're sitting. Hang on a sec. We are sitting on this beautiful beach, Bonnybrook Beach, and the kids are lying in the car, sleeping in the shade because they don't care about the beach, they don't care about nature, they don't care about sitting with mom and dad and chatting, But like I said, I don't think that's got anything to do with Vancouver. I think that's pretty much just
teenagers,
the age that they're at. Hopefully they'll become a little more normal. I guess they've got to find themselves and figure out who they
process. Still not nice for the parents.
No, it's no fun.
Little sweet angels, and now they don't want, you're not priority anymore.
Yeah, and that kind of also makes it, I guess that makes it even a little harder, this big giant move. I guess to them it's also hard.
Yeah, they also had
They got to find themselves in a new place that they don't know, just like we do. Of course, one of the biggest issues that we had is the paperwork. It's absolutely ridiculous. Now, I don't know about the US and I don't know about other places, but the amount of paperwork and red tape and crap in Canada, it's just phenomenal, We spoke to a few people at the South African Braai, and if you come in with your company and they've got a law firm that takes care of it, that's great. Then it's generally quite smooth, and but if you have to do it like we do, where we have to do everything ourselves, it's just ridiculous. And then you have that,
and it's not a straightforward case, so it's a
so
step
it's just a little bit tougher.
Yeah.
But then again, also, the big issue is it's just like that insecurity and. Yes, we're approved for our PNP. We should be fine for the PR, but that is that's over 2 years wait time.
Just to know if you're going to get your PR.
And technically it should all be a smooth sailing, but at the same time, just like COVID taught us, anything can happen at any time. You just don't know, So unless you have that piece of paper in your hand, you are not officially here yet. You could have, it could be that you have to go back to South Africa, and it's and that is a little bit of an issue. It's just something that's a little monkey on your back.
Yep.
You worry about it.
Yeah, and it's a continuous like monkey, because the paperwork, there's always more paperwork to do.
Yeah, there's always more paperwork and more effort and everything. And Angelique would like to get a job with all her friends that works as waitresses, but because we're on a work permit, she can't. So, it's that makes it hard.
Yeah, life can't just continue. You have to, there's limitations everywhere. No matter where you go, there's a limit placed on you.
Yeah.
So
yes, now we need to put the kids back in school, but because the work permit expires in November, but you can only apply for a new work permit before then.
They're
and
not
then
work permits.
No, but our work permits, which decides their school permits.
Yes.
So in other words, now all of this stuff expires in November, and if you have less than 3 months on your work permit, you can't apply for a study permit again. And it's just like a continuous amount of red tape and paperwork. But for the rest, I think those are the difficult parts. Yes. And of course, the other side is, not always knowing how things work, and where it's like in South Africa, I knew the tax system, I knew what to do with everything. Here you don't. It's all new. You got to learn from start. But having said that, this is starting to feel like home now to me. I kind of feel like, starting to settle in, getting to know everything.
Yeah, getting to know what to do, where to do it.
Yeah, and it is absolutely beautiful here. We've been driving up and down this Sunshine Coast. I mean, it is a great place to live. I know there's a couple of the South Africans that says the rain gets a little bit much, but I don't know. To us it doesn't. We enjoy the rain, it's fun, and we enjoy days like this and this absolutely beautiful nature. It really is. And the people are generally cool. I mean, I love Vancouver in the sense that it seems to be getting, there's a couple of crazies around, don't get me wrong, but generally the people are really nice and
friendly, and people will chat to you, and so it's...
Yeah, if you get out of your own shell and you talk to people, they will respond, and people are friendly generally, so it's really cool. Like I said in one of the other videos, opportunities, I believe there's much more opportunities for our kids over here. Belinda says Amazon was a lot better in the US.
Yes, I'm definitely a bit disappointed with Amazon. In the US, I started using Amazon for everything, because you order it today, you get it tomorrow. Whatever you want, you can get it. Yes. Yeah, it is not as easy. I mean, we have Amazon, and we have Prime, but it's not always next day delivery. Sometimes you're looking for stuff and it's not available in Canada, or they have to. You can buy it on the Canadian Amazon site, but they still bring it in from the US. So then there's like duties and extra delivery fees and whatever. So it's not as smooth and as easy as it used to be in the US. The US was just you got it. Like Amazon
in the US, when you talk about Amazon, you talk about the US Amazon. It is freaking amazing. I mean, literally anything you could think of, anything.
You can get the next day.
You can order on Amazon and have it the next day. It's just, it's just sometimes even the same day. So yeah, that's great. As far as cost of living goes, where we lived in Florida was a lot more affordable than over here. I mean, in Florida, we lived in a 3-story townhouse, 2,400 square feet, with an elevator, in a secure park with tennis courts and 2 swimming pools and a gym and literally anything you might need.
Just there.
Yeah, and that house only cost $230,000. I mean, if you had to put that property anywhere in this area in British Columbia, I think, well, in Vancouver, you're probably looking at $3, $4, $5 million property. So it's a little bit outsized. I don't know how people afford property over here. it's going to be tough. But anyway, for the rest, the freedom, the not scared of shit makes a big difference, eh?
Yeah, the security.
Yeah, the fact that we don't have to jump up every time we hear a sound at night, and the fact that we don't stress when the kids are out that they are going to get home safe. You know, it's like
Show them all the boats that's there.
it's amazing. Yeah, there's quite a few little boats on the water here.
Yeah, it's like a playground. It looks like everybody's out with their boats.
Well, it's a perfect day for it, isn't
Oh
it?
yes, definitely. And I think there's so many people around here that have boats.
Yeah, everybody and
It's
their
like-
dog's got a boat over here.
Yeah. So they're literally all over the place. But coming back to, yes,
Coming back to is Vancouver home? I can easily see it be home. I would love to have the piece of paper in my hand that says it is home.
that would be wonderful.
Everything else we can deal with. But it's been a hard year. You know, it's actually been, I suppose, that even this year has been a really hard year because this is the year Belinda lost her mum. And, you know, and her dad's not feeling well at the moment, and we're far away, which is not easy. That is probably one of the hardest things. But for the rest, altogether, we would make this move again. Not that we haven't doubted occasionally.
Yeah, you do get your moments where you wonder if you did the right thing, but then you,
Although our moments are more where we wonder whether we should have stayed in Tampa or whether we
in the
should.
US or
Yeah,
yes.
I don't think we've got many moments where we like, yeah, should we have stayed in South Africa?
The thing is, we made the choice, and once you make the choice, it's,
Yeah, you're going to stick with it.
I mean, otherwise you keep on doubting yourself.
Yeah.
It's like, it's again a monkey on your back that you like, oh, but should have I, you know, should I have done this? Yes, we should have. We've made that decision.
Yeah,
So,
but yeah. So that's our thoughts. 18 months later, not much has changed. We still think it was a good idea. It was really hard. We are worried about the property ownership and being able to have a place to call our own. But then again, you know, I think our idea is also more as soon as the kids are out of school, and you know, they're going to hopefully go and take their own direction, and then we can move out of Vancouver and to a more quiet and relaxed place like the Sunshine Coast or further up north where, you know, property prices are more reasonable. So who knows?
yeah, or take the road.
Yeah, or get an RV and just hit the road. Man, we were talking about that earlier. Just if you drive this place, I mean, there's just, you know, it's amazing. There's ablution blocks on every little beach, and they're clean and they're usable. There's all parking everywhere. You've got these beautiful forest roads, beach roads where there's not a lot of people.
Yeah, all the parks are looked after. There are so many parks where you can camp or
Yeah, I mean, I was saying to Belinda, we must just get ourselves a little RV, just the two of us, you know, so you can do some of the tighter turns because some of these little roads are not huge. And then imagine you just hit the road and you just cruise and stop in places like this and sit here and take a nap and, you know, do some work. It's like your office. Wouldn't that be awesome?
well, it's going to
Oh,
be
that's
cheap.
an eagle, eh?
Yeah, they were fishing.
There we go.
We had
So
it
is
on
that
the
an
video.
American eagle or a fish eagle? What is it?
Yeah, it's a fish eagle because it has a fish in its like claws. So it's a fish eagle, people. Absolutely, definitely, 100%.
But so what? An American eagle has an American in its claws.
Yes. No, I don't know which eagle it is. It's an eagle. It like
And it's
caught
got a
some,
fish.
Yeah, it caught some fish. So who knows? It's a white-head eagle.
Anyway, all right, folks. We're going to sign off and get ready to go
Have
drop Connor at his
Yeah.
camp.
have our boy join his group.
Oh man, I so hope that this goes well. The funny thing is, this is the first time that Connor has been away from us for longer than, I guess, about 4 days.
Yeah,
4
3
days.
nights, yeah.
And the only time he was away from us for like 4 days was when he stayed with his grandma when we went to India. So it's not like, this is going to be either one of the best experiences of his life, or it's going to be the worst experience of his life.
And we're hoping for the first.
And we're really, really hoping for the first.
Yeah.
I really hope he makes some friends and he starts to get some enjoyment out of nature and kayaking and doing things like that. He's going into it with the right mindset, though. He's kind of, he's not arguing, he's not fighting, he's not negative. He's just like, look, I said I'll do it.
I'm doing it, so.
We had to bribe him, but I mean, he said he's going to do it and he'll give it an open mind.
The dude did have to give up all his devices. So it's like...
Yeah, it wasn't easy. All right, folks, I'm signing off.
Thanks for watching.
Cheers.
Bye.